The Holy Father received a document from a group in Germany that is highly critical of the country's Synodal Way. EWTN Vatican Bureau Chief Andreas Thonhauser recently talked to one of the members of that group.
With me here is Sophia Kuby, who is in the steering committee for Neuer Anfang, which is translated into New Beginnings, which is a movement answering to the German Synodal Path, which we've been observing in the church in Germany for quite a while now. Sophia, you met Pope Francis on the 4th of January. You delivered a letter to Pope Francis. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and what it means for the German Synodal Path in Germany?
So the letter is indeed in the context of the Synodal Path, which a similar thing will happen or will start at the Synod on synodality now worldwide. Pope Francis wrote a letter to the German Catholics or to Catholics in Germany rather, in 2019, where he said, okay, you are discussing basically every tenet of the faith right now. That's all fine, but make sure you are a missionary church. Make sure the church is alive and is agile and is able to go out to the people to proclaim the good news. That letter was basically ignored in Germany. It wasn't received well. It was ignored. It wasn't, cited and quoted in the media, etc. And he was frustrated about that. We know that. And so what we did is, what we do with our initiative as well, New Beginning, is to tell him that is not a consensus. There are Catholics who want to be Catholic, who want to remain Catholic, and who want to be missionary and proclaim the good news to the world. And so we wrote this basically in a letter as in response. So we wrote him in response to his letter, a letter from the Catholics in Germany to the Holy Father, and gave it to him, and he received it with great interest.
So, Sophia, you're a Catholic in Germany. How representative is this German Synodal Path? All the bishops participate in it. There are many lay people. But is that really the image that we should have of the church in Germany?
Well, the bishops are almost like prisoners of their own system. The system, you have to understand, it's a unique system worldwide. It has an incredible amount of money through the church tax. We're talking billions every year just in income of taxes. And so you have structures that are incredibly disproportionate compared to actually the number of faithful Catholics. And so that leads to a situation where you have very, very powerful structures. The most powerful lay structure is called the Central Committee of Catholics in Germany. And they are basically the motor and the architects behind all these texts that were voted that Cardinal Wellet here in the Vatican has called schismatic. And so they are not representative of Catholics who just want to be Catholic and remain Catholic. And these Catholics exist, of course, in Germany, lay people, priests, and this initiative, New Beginning, gives them a home and also expresses what it means, like it gives guidance in this really difficult situation in Germany right now.
Sophia, before I let you go real quickly, you were here also, and your visit to Pope Francis coincided with the funeral of Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI, a German. What would have been his impressions of the German Synodal Path, real quickly?
Well, he was of course, a great mind, a great theologian, and he always did theology on his knees, so to say, right? I mean, he never separated it from his living faith, from a relationship with Jesus. That is not really what we can observe right now in Germany. And I think he would have looked at everything with his typical fresh look, even at his, those who were not in agreement with him, taken what is good, but also be really clear and proclaim the truth in love. And that's, I think, what he would have done and what he did actually as a bishop and then as a pope.
Sophia Kuby, thank you for being with us from the steering committee of Neuer Anfang, New Beginnings, an answer to the German Synodal Path. Very important for 2023, where we'll also see the great global Synod of Synodality here in Rome. In Rome, Andreas Thonhauser, EWTN News Nightly.